Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, we're checking out emulation in your browser with Afterplay.io. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, the website is called Afterplay.io, and right on the main page of the website here it says play your retro games on any device. All you need is a web browser. If we scroll down here, it says works on all of your devices. iPhone, iPad, Android, Windows, Mac, Linux, and Xbox. Now, some of the features on this one really grabbed my attention. It says you never lose your progress. The emulators autosave every 20 seconds. And you can pick up from where you left off. So if you open a game on any of your devices, you'll be right back in the action. This will be pretty neat, and we'll test this on a browser and then go to a phone. In addition to that, it's got a fast forward option, and this one really surprised me for a browser-based emulator. Customizable controls if you're using it with a mobile device. As for the systems available on Afterplay, we have a bunch of different ones here. Some are listed as free, some are listed as cloud, which is the paid version, and some are listed as coming soon. So under free, we've got Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Super Nintendo, all Nintendo systems. Under cloud, the first one here is the regular Nintendo, the NES. I'm kind of surprised to not see that one under the free tier, but whatever. There's also Nintendo DS, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, and coming soon, this is where things get really interesting, PSP, Nintendo 3DS, GameCube, Wii, Xbox, and Dreamcast. Truth be told here, I think a lot of people will be really excited about GameCube, Wii, and Xbox here, especially Xbox on a mobile device. Now, games are not included with Afterplay. You do have to provide your own ROMs, and it seems you just have to upload them and then they're available wherever you're using it. So as we were just talking about, there are two different tiers, free and premium. So free, you get Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, auto saves, and manual saves. Under premium, which is $5 a month, you get everything that's in the free version, as well as Nintendo DS, PlayStation, N64, NES, speed control, and movable touch controls. So now let's just go on ahead and create a free account here and test this out. If I click on the big purple dot in the top right hand corner and click login, from here I've got sign in with email and sign in with Google. If I click sign in with email, I can't actually create an account from here. I already need an email in order to log in. So it looks like I have to sign in with Google, and you may or may not already have a Gmail account, and you may need to create one for this. So I signed in with a separate email here, not my standard one, and I'm gonna click add game. And now let's check out, let's just check out a GBA game and see how it goes. So it says here to add a game, I'll select a file and upload it from my computer. When you are uploading, you will have to make sure your ROMs are unzipped. I do have a few zipped ROMs just to check it out, and it wasn't recognizing them at all. So here's an unzipped ROM, I'll double click it, and it does appear to be uploading. Fortunately, this ROM isn't too big at all. So from here, I'll just click play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Revival and see what happens. So it's loading things up right now. It did load the game. It doesn't seem there's any issue whatsoever. And if I click on this menu option, from here I can see my manual saves, my controls, and it says move touch controls, which is interesting considering this doesn't have touch controls. I can also see keyboard controls as well as gamepad controls. This is kind of nice here to see that gamepads do work with it. Under game here, I've got not a whole lot, just the ability to update the name. And under console, I've got just reboot console, so not a lot of tweaking is currently available. Now, I'm not quite sure what backend they are using on this one, but everything seems to be relatively okay. So what I'm going to do here is just let this one auto save, and from here I'm going to try to pick this game up on my phone and see what happens. Now, playing this in my phone here, I had no issues at all logging in and picking up exactly where I left off. All I had to do was just scroll to where my game was and click on it. It did take a little bit of time to load in here, but I can see it's pretty much where I left off. Interestingly enough though, if you take a look at the controls here, they are touchscreen controls, which is nice, but it's really hard to see the D-pad. You do have to put your thumb on it, and then it does highlight where your thumb is. It's a little bit, I would say, not necessarily unsettling, but it is really hard to see and a little bit unclear. I wouldn't mind if they highlighted it in some way, shape, or form when you weren't touching it. Other than that though, the touchpad here was responsive, the buttons were responsive, and the game was playing well. And if we take a look at the menus here and go to saves, I can see every single autosave that happened when I was using this on PC, so that gets a really big thumbs up. I can select pretty much any one of these and just resume where I left off. Now, I have absolutely no idea what emulators they are using in the back end here, but what I can say is that this is probably the best browser-based emulation experience that I have ever seen. At least for Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Super Nintendo. In terms of whether or not I'd recommend it, the free version here, absolutely yes. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Super Nintendo, yes, it's 100% free. It works pretty darn good, and it's no harm, no foul in testing it out. For the premium version here at $5 a month, I don't recommend it just yet. I mean, yes, it's got Nintendo DS, PlayStation, and N64, and also the NES, which I'm surprised is not standard. But at the same time here, most devices nowadays can emulate these pretty darn well. Personally, I'd wait until Afterplay gets 3DS, GameCube, Wii, and Xbox emulation up and running before paying for it. If they can manage this, and if a lot of different devices can do this without issue, this will give Afterplay a really unique advantage. I mean, there are a lot of Android devices out there right now that struggle with 3DS, GameCube, Wii, and never even mention Xbox here, so this will be pretty unique. But anyways, that is all I've got for you today. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about Afterplay in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And what systems are you most looking forward to with Afterplay? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.